Well, Canucks fans, we knew it was going to be difficult. We knew it was a bit of a long shot. I know that we won 6-2 last time we played them, but we lost. We lost by the same score, 6-1 in Winnipeg last time. We needed this win. It's just at that stage now. We need every single win. The Vancouver Canucks lose 3-1 to the Winnipeg Jets. And most times when you lose to the number one seed in the league or the conference, you can kind of tip your hat to them and say, GG's, right? Good game. But not today. Not today, because Canuck fans are, well, you can do that, and you should do that, and I should do that, and I will do that. But we have to be able to win these games at this time of the year, because the playoff hopes are fading. And most people are going to come in here and say, it's over, it's over, it's over. And they're probably not wrong. But I always encourage people to believe in blue. Whenever there's a chance, until we're officially eliminated, let's cheer this team on. Let's keep going. There's a few games still left in this season. The problem is St. Louis just keeps winning. They're on a 9-game winning streak. It's the team we're trying to catch. And then now we're talking about trying to catch the Minnesota Wild. Well, these teams have 87 points, and I believe the Vancouver Canucks don't have that many. They have, what, is it 81? 81. Even Calgary is actually set up better to try to make a playoff run. Think about that for a minute. The Calgary Flames have a better chance right now to make the playoffs than the Vancouver Canucks, and this is unacceptable. You look at that Flames roster, and you look at this Canucks roster, and you're saying that team should be bottom of the barrel, and our team should be in the playoffs, but we've had such a disastrous season. But it doesn't matter. You got to find ways to win. And I think it's been frustrating for the fans. I think it's been frustrating for the players. It's been frustrating for management. I think Rick Tocchet is ticked off. He is disappointed in this team, and rightfully so. And I don't want to lose my mind because we lost to the Winnipeg Jets today. I want to get upset because Calgary is in a better position to make the playoffs than the Vancouver Canucks. I want to get upset that because it looks like we're not going to make the playoffs after last year's incredible season, an incredible run. We were hoping that this team would continue to take a step forward, and now we're taking a step back. If you're a Canucks fan and you're not upset about that, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Everyone should be upset. And I get there's moral victories and all that stuff. And, you know, we talk about hey, at least we got a point and all that stuff. At the end of the day, the reason why we're like, at least we got a point is because those points add up and you can make the playoffs and then you can go make some noise. This team right now is not good enough to make the playoffs. And that is what Canucks fans are so upset about, and rightfully so. We didn't get a point against them. We lost. So the big question is, has the fat lady sung, should I say? Is the Canucks playoff hopes over? It's a legitimate question, everyone. Legitimate questions that I'm asking here. Because today, we got outshot, outplayed, outgoalied, and we lost the game. That's just, you want to get bare bones what happened today in the game? This right here. Granted, to the best team possibly in the NHL, this Jets team has the potential to win the Stanley Cup this year. That's how good they are. So I don't want to lose my mind because we lost to Winnipeg. They're good. They're great. And we're going to find out how great they are come this playoffs. But they just posted 50 wins. It's the first time a team has gotten 50 wins, I believe, since 2011, 2012, when the Vancouver Canucks did it. Wow. Wow. Unacceptable, everyone. Unacceptable that we lost tonight or didn't at least get a point. And it is what it is. That team's really good. But when you're going into the third, tied 1-1, you have to go and earn it. Like, there's no excuses now. You can say, well, we're missing Pedersen and Hedl and yada, yada, yada. At the end of the day, you have to find ways to win. And I just, maybe some of you are just sitting there going, Trev, it's too difficult to do that right now, man. Too difficult. Too difficult to beat a team like this at this time of the year with all the struggles we've had. I get it. I understand why you'd feel that way, but these are professionals, and we went out and we smoked them last time we played them 6-2. Like, we won. You got to find a way to win. You got to find a way to win. And I know they're trying. They're giving it their all, their best. It is what it is. But can we just be honest? One goal is not good enough to beat the Jets. If you told me, RevTrev, we are going to score one goal against the Jets, do we win? I would say no every time. Because Hellebuck is a hell of a good goalie. That's exactly what it is. Demko is an incredible goalie as well. But you look at that lineup and how long they play together, the chemistry they have, the size they have, the scoring chances they get, the defense they have, and the goaltending, and you just can't win games with one goal. That's just a fact. Has anyone beaten the Winnipeg Jets this year by scoring only one goal? I think the answer is no. But I want to give the Winnipeg Jets a ton of credit. They look like the team to beat this year. In fact, I've been talking to a lot of Canucks fans, and I'm saying, hey, if the Canucks don't make it, who are you going to cheer for? I know some of you diehard Canuck fans are just going, I'm not cheering for anyone. I cheer for Vancouver, or that's it. That's it. But most Canuck fans that I talk to, that I've been asking, they said, we're going to cheer for Winnipeg. They're in. They're all in on the Winnipeg bandwagon. And so give them a ton of credit. They're good. They're really good. Now they got to go prove it. Just like the Oilers. It's like, hey, you're good too. You got to go prove it. They made it to the finals last year, one goal away from winning. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but Perfetti undressed Forbert for the dagger, the 3-1 dagger. You've got Kyle Connor with an unbelievable wrist shot. Wow. What a game. Those guys were unreal tonight. So Connor gets this, he tied it up. Appleton with the tough goal, man. Appleton was sitting there and gets that tough in front of the net goal. It was crazy. But Perfetti undresses Forbert, and I think Forbert's played really good in the last, I would say 10, maybe 15 games. Undresses him. Forbert is just standing there embarrassed. And Perfetti just perfectly shoots it. Demko can't get all of it, and it is in the back of the net. GG's. Now, Demko was good, but he was not good enough today, and I'm not blaming him. It's true. His team has to find ways to win, but his team has to play better in front of him. So I'm not blaming Demko, but he needed to stand on his head today and win us this game. He didn't do that. The rest of the team didn't do their job, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Just facts. It's not, I don't hate Demko. I love Demko. I've got 2 rookie cards of Demko. But here's the positive about today. The Canucks had 50 hits. Oh, I didn't put New York Rangers. Isn't that funny? Not New York Rangers. Winnipeg. How does Vancouver get 50 hits in a game? 24 for the Winnipeg Jets. Okay, let's just go hits. Brock Besser, 3 hits. Let's bring this up. This will be more fun if I bring this up. Okay, let's look at this, okay? So here's the game sheet. Besser, 3 hits. Garland, 3 hits. Drew O'Connor, 3 hits. Leckermacki, Suter, 0. Sherwood with another double-digit game, 10 hits again. Bluger, 0. Ratu, 2. DeBrusk, 0. That's concerning to me. He should be laying out people. Joshua with 6. That's awesome. Amon, 0. Carlson with 2. You've got Hronek with 5. D. Petey with 3. 6 for Forbert. 2 for Marcus Pettersson. 1 for Quinn Hughes. And Tyler Myers gets 2. That's what 50 hits look like, everyone. 50 hits. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Crazy, if you ask me. Craziness. And here we are. There's no room for error now. Every game is a must-win. Plus, we need help. We need St. Louis or Minnesota and Calgary to start losing. That's what we need. And so that's why most Canuck fans are like, it's over. It's over. And it might be. It might be over. I'm going to hit the promo, and then we're going to dive into your comments. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get into your comments in just a moment. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here today. I got to show you. I just bought this new hoodie. Look at this. Just once before I die, everyone. Just once. The problem is it looks like it's another year of failure. Just once before I die. Come on. And I've got a few years left here. Okay? All right, let's dive into some comments. I thought you'd like that hoodie. That's pretty cool, hey? Pretty cool. Stuart Baker's first one here. Go Vancouver. He's hoping we win. Hang Guy says that Demko looks slow, that the Nucks need to score, that the refs took the time to get the Sherwood high stick right, but didn't take the time to make sure they got the Garland 4-minute major high stick right. That's true. It's true. I don't want to blame the refs on this one. Dell is here and saying the fat lady has sung. Time to talk about our middling draft pick. Yeah. Ovi scored again today. He's got 5 left to tie Gretzky. Is he going to do it? That's a good question. Welcome to the post JT Miller era. Remember when I made that video? You think it's bad now? Remember that? And said, wait till we trade JT Miller. It's going to get worse. Can we say it's gotten worse? But I don't want to flog a dead horse on that one. It just is what it is. Going to be another 15 years before they acquire or draft another superstar forward. Possibly we can. I believe that we can find talent. We can find talent. Stuart realizes that we lost 3-1 and he's here, right? So Rod is here to remind us all that it is over, folks. It is over. Either Wild or Blues versus the first round, versus the Jets first round, either is tantalizing. Wild being naturally proximity rivals, and Blues are on fire. So we shall see. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, it looks like those teams, like Calgary, doesn't look like they're going to make it, but boy, oh boy, but it isn't. It is what it is, right? Trev has to work tonight. Yeah, at least this was a gradual loss and not a spanking. That's true. True. Good point. Good point. Matt, you were at the game, right? So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Caps focusing on getting OV goals is making them drop in the standings. Teams cannot focus on individuals when they're making a playoff push. They're already going to make it down. 3 points down. Is it worth it? I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it matters. Yarland Ho, we'd be seeing land there in KC land. In KC land. What's KC land? P.S. Suter and the Canucks. Yep. P.S. Suter had a beautiful goal. Almost was offside. So, I mean, Jake. Oh, they're in Jake land? I don't know. Matt, I think Demko and Besser played well today. Yep. Talk to y'all in October. Have a good offseason. Wow, Brian. Talk about, man, we're going to talk all offseason, man. Don't leave now. Don't leave now. Eugene says they tried hard. It just wasn't meant to be. Ouch. Yep. Beer Baron says it's crazy because Nucks have so much more talent than the Flames. I agree. It's really frustrating. Blazer fan, the season is pretty much done. David Shaw says, been a fan since 92. This year stands alone as the most frustrating year for me. I don't think this is the most frustrating year for me, but trying to figure out what year was, I don't know. Maybe it is this year. Yeah, we're almost we're not there yet. St. Louis is rolling. Minnesota wins 1, loses 1. Yeah, I don't think we're going to catch either one of them, but we'll try. The Flames showed up for practice. Yep. Raymond says, yes, the fat lady has been singing the blues since the Canucks lost the crucial game to the Blues. That's true. The Jets will choke in the playoffs, Ryan says. Wow. Exit first round? For who? Are you talking for the Jets? Really? He might be. Maybe the Blues take him out. At least the young guys look promising, I guess. Yes, I agree with that. Low-key want Dallas to win the cup, Ryan says. Okay. Gas out in an AHL-like roster. Yeah, I know. Ryan, they deserve it after losing. Keeping it 100% Philippines. Says Calgary still in rather playoff race because of, Wolf has been unbelievable. They got some young talent. Look out for the next few years. They're going to be good. I don't know, man. Come on, I'm not going to believe that one until I see it. Blaze runs. I only care about Toronto, seeing if they get knocked out in the first round, then cheering for the Jets. I thought you were going to say you were going to cheer for Toronto to win their first cup since 1967. Beer Baron says we had one good year with a core of players. Most teams get at least 5 or 6. True. That's a good point. It's a really good point. Angelo says the Canucks season is done. Brian's going to be cheering for Winnipeg and Ottawa. Matt says there were great pieces added this deadline. Last year, Jets are no more, but the proof is needed. I agree. Raymond, the Canucks have not been good and been a good last minute performer, but a volatile team at best over the most recent decade. Happy hibernating during the upcoming Canucks offseason. I know, it's been rough. I always like the Jets. That's what Popeye says. I like Bruins and Rangers in the East. Yeah, I can't stand the Bruins, so I'm not cheering for them. But I love Zadorov. That's it. That's it. That's it. End of story. Yeah, you were there. I was chanting Forberg is naked. What? Perfetti undressed him. Yeah. Perfetti, yeah. I can't believe Bluger didn't shoot that. He stood in front of El. I know. He can't decide to shoot or pass, okay? Canucks Abby roster in our team with little experience. Canucks gaping hole at center. Angela, you're right. The game against Columbus was more maddening. Yeah, that was frustrating. Sherwood. Okay, what are you saying? Sherwood can't decide to pass or shoot. I don't know. You cheer for two teams that beat us in the final. I know. I can't do. I like the Rangers. I like the Rangers now, but they got so many stacked players. I hope they make the playoffs. The hits showed who had the puck, right? Oh, good point. 50 hits, useless. I don't know. Making the playoffs, priceless. There's something money can't buy for anything else. Dyer's MasterCard. Gravely, not getting wins. Shake my head. Feel for you, Nuck fans. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Gary. I just picked up this hoodie today. Yeah, thank you, Matt. I feel like Canucks management is riding too much on the prospects. We need a healthy mix of vets and prospects to win the cup. It seems like we are putting our eggs in a basket and waiting 5 more years. Yeah, it's a nice hoodie, man. It's a nice hoodie. Woohoo! Right? I've got 1 foot in the grave. I need that hoodie too. Okay, Rome. Awesome. Hey, Ruben, good to see you. Yeah, you and I, we're same age. 1 cup before we die. Come on. Actually, I want to see cups. I want to see us win multiple cups, but I'll start with 1. Retool keeps you in mushy middle, maybe playoffs with bounces, couple rounds. Yeah, it is what you. Yeah, I want us to make the playoffs every year, Gravely, because you got to have a chance. That's my thing. So I do not want to rebuild. When you have a guy like Quinn Hughes, you got to build around him, and he won't stick around for a rebuild. The ownership does not want to rebuild. So I understand that your team, the Blackhawks, are rebuilding, and good on you. But I'm telling you right now, Bernard's not happy. So, and the fan base shouldn't be, but they get it. You're in a rebuild. So yeah, it is what it is. Canucks need to go in on McKinnon next year. I know you keep saying that. That'd be awesome. But that means we're going to lose again. Whitecaps could probably win a cup before the Canucks. Oh, man, and then you're still grumpy. I get it. Rome says the mushy middle is no man's land. Hard to get better when we're drafting 10th or lower every year. I know. I mean, you got Vilander in number 13, wasn't it? Sell off all but Hughes. 3 years of drafting multiple high picks 4 to 5 bad seasons. Hughes is still good. Yeah. If he stays, he might not re-sign with us if we do that. Matt, your forechecking is really good. Blocking plays in the neutral zone. I forget the number, but I think there's Jets had 11 giveaways tonight. Let's just look real quick. Where is it here? Where is it? Giveaways was 13 for the Jets and 12 for the Canucks. So it didn't matter. It was a wash. It was a wash. Since the Canucks are not making the playoffs, I hope Ovechkin breaks the record and wins one more cup. That'd be cool. Who doesn't love Toronto's? Yeah, who doesn't love Toronto fans' meltdown? I love it. I love watching Steve Dangle. I think he's the best YouTuber out there for hockey. I love his meltdowns. So when the Leafs lose, I always tune in when it's the big games, and he loses his mind. Like the Zamboni driver one, hilarious. Losing to Boston, hilarious. But I also feel for him, and I kind of want them to win just so Steve can see his team win a Stanley Cup in his lifetime, But it is what it is. And my friend Peter is a massive Leafs fan. I would love for the Leafs to win just for those two guys alone. But and I got a number of friends that are Leafs fans. I got my friend Mike. I got my friend Brian. Yeah, there's a number of guys. So Hughes will not stick around for a rebuild. I don't think he can't be sold on this. No, he doesn't want to. Sherwood is the reason for our hits. I mean, he had 10. He always has 10, Blazer fan. When you were yeah. I mean, Joshua had 6. Yeah, Papa, we know you're not from Vancouver. Callum going to Stanley Park soon to try to find the old Denman Arena site plaque for the Vancouver Millionaires last Stanley Cup in 1907, 1917. I think it was 1917. Govind, Canucks need to build around Hughes this offseason. They can't afford. Yeah, I agree. Bedard is not happy, bro. I've been watching him. Check Bedard. Tony Granato interview 20 minutes. He's very happy. Lots of propaganda out there. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Steve was stoked when Canada won 4 Nations. Yeah, we all were. Yeah, so this is where we're at, everyone. This is where we're at. And then what happens is when we lose games like this, when we don't make the playoffs, there's this question is that will Coach Rick Tocchet be back next year? And we don't know the answer to that right now. And there's lots of speculation. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's going to be back next year. I don't know. I hope he's back. But I don't know. I don't know, everyone. I have no idea anymore. I'll do a video on that later. Speaking of a video going to be done later, tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing this video right here. No business being here. I'm going to talk about the Canucks, and I want you to come and be a part of this video tomorrow night. I believe I've scheduled it for 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you set your timers to come. Hit the like and subscribe, everyone. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live, because that's important. It's important. So I'm going to be doing this video tomorrow. No business being here. Now, before we end this stream tonight, I want to show you something that's important. It's very important. Okay, I want to show you this. So here we are. March is done. Okay, March is done. We're going to April now. Next game's not till Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. The Vancouver Canucks are at home for 3 games. So Wednesday against the Kraken, must-win game again. Ducks at 1 o'clock on Saturday. I'm going to be there. I'm pumped about it. If you're going to be there, let me know. I'd love to connect with you. So that's a must-win game. We play Vegas. This is the week from hell, okay? April 6th to 12 is the week from hell, okay? We've got Vegas, Dallas, Colorado, and the Wild. This Wild game might end up being, if we win a bunch of these games, this one might be worth it if the Wild go on a bit of a losing streak. Then we have then you got the Sharks. Then you got Vegas at home. So we got 2 games against Vegas at home, everyone. This is where we're at. It does. Listen, the future does not look bright right now. Does not feel optimistic. Oh my goodness. This is a scary one. Scary. I'm going to get into some last few comments. I heard a strange rumor that Tocchet will be coaching in Philly. I heard that too. Blazer fan says, well, there's always Landon DuPont sweepstakes right after McKenna. If we want to trade away Hughes, Landon DuPont is going to be the best D-man in the NHL behind McCarr and Hughes. Or keep Hughes, just saying. I don't think Tocchet will be back, but yeah, I hope he does come back. Angelo's done. He's out. See ya. Have a good night. Gravely says about Bedard, he's raving about players with the younger guys coming up. He's unhappy. He's not playing as well as expected. Okay. Rome says, I think he'll be back. He'd be crazy to be willing to walk away from one of 32 head coaching jobs. I mean, he could get the job in Philly probably. Justin believes that this is over. 8 games left, 4 still versus Dallas, Vegas, Colorado. Canucks need to go 6-2, and even if they do, Minnesota and St. Louis need to go 500 rest of the way. I know it's going to be tough. It's a big home stretch coming up. Big Tang Warrior, thank you for being here. You're going to bed. Wake you up in October. Okay, will do. The only hope for the Nucks now is if the Wild keep losing. That's true. Seattle killed us. Okay. How many of those games do we need to win in regulation to make the playoffs? I think 6 to 8. That's great. That's what it is. It is. There's no room for error now. Yeah, no, I understand. But you got to be able to draft them. If Tocchet gets fired, it would be next year midseason like Bruce. Okay. And yet somehow Beer Baron says the Rangers clawed back from the bottom of the East to almost in a playoff spot. Yeah, they might make the playoffs here. Okay, let's go to. Can we go to? No, we don't want to go there. Schedule standings. Let's go to standings, everyone. Let's just check this out real quick here, okay? Hockey, NHL.com, standings. Okay, let's see. The Rangers are right behind. But Montreal's there. Ottawa is going to make it looks like. So it's the Blue Jackets, Red Wings, Islanders, and Montreal Canadiens all fighting for this last spot. Are the Rangers going to make it, or is it going to be the Canadiens or Blue Jackets? Red Wings, that's going to be tough. That's where we're at. And then the Canucks, here we are. Hope is fading. It's 87 points, everyone. Look at this. The last playoff spot in the East is 77. We would be in the playoffs right now if we were in the East. But we're not in the East. We're in the West Coast. I don't think he gave up on us today. I don't think a rebuild is in the Canucks' best interest. I agree. We have Hughes on the team. It's hard to build a contender, but it should be possible. Yeah. Yeah, it would be ironic, wouldn't it? Maybe Vegas might be like, we already in the playoffs. We don't need to play hard against Vancouver. That's possible. Yeah, I don't think Rick Tocchet gave up on us. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Murray, you're right. We'll be cheering for you guys to get in. Everyone, be safe. Cheers. Have a good night. The team is lucky to have Hughes. I agree. I have not seen the current management make a single good trade or signing yet. I think the Zadorov trade was great. I didn't like the Lindholm one. I didn't like the Miller one. I didn't mind the Pittsburgh one with getting Marcus Pettersson. I know I'm not the hugest Marcus Pettersson fan. What else? Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, isn't that great that Gravely comes in here and he helps us out, and he cheers on our team. It's good. Zadorov was great, but it's just one rental. Yep, I agree. Yeah, I disagree. The Miller trade was great for New York. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion for sure. All right, everyone. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you. I'm so thankful for you. So grateful. A little bit of Canucks therapy. Lost to the Jets. I get it. I didn't think we were going to beat the Jets, but I was hoping for a point. Didn't get that. Needed it. We need a miracle, people. We need a miracle. Let's keep cheering this team on. Believe in blue and go Canucks go.